Ishuban and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was a very different live that we had today. Not many people, yes, but I think we got a super chat, and thank you so much for Ullas Pujari for that. But not only this, let's jump into the video because we're going to talk about Thomas Partey, we're going to talk about Gabriel, but more importantly, there's one more addition to Mikel Arteta's system, and that is a set piece specialist. No, I'm not talking about a player, but I'm talking about Andreas Jonsson, who's going to be joining us in set pieces. Yes, he's going to be the new head of set pieces for Arsenal, so that our set pieces, which is really worst, becomes better. So yes, he's joining us from Brentford. More on it, keep watching the video till the end. So let's talk about the Arsenal's depth chart, which highlights imminent transfer crisis ahead of the new season. Mikel Arteta is at risk at starting the season with an alarming lack of central midfield options, with their current depth chart highlighting the biggest need. Because Mikel Arteta is piercing through his squad ahead of the new Premier League campaign, but there is currently one glaring omission. Well, we know that Arsenal have landed Willian from Chelsea, but they look to set Gabriel Magalhaes to bolster their defensive options. But there are far little movement in terms of finding a new central midfielder. Currently, Dani Ceballos has already headed back to Real Madrid, and both Matteo Guendouzi and Mesut Ozil firmly out of Arteta's plans. It has left Arsenal remarkably thin on the ground in midfield. Whilst they have solid depth in all other areas of the squad, they could face a huge problem in the middle of the park if they are unable to get a deal for Thomas Partey, Hossein Aouar or any other targets over the line. Granit Xhaka is the obvious first name on the team sheet in the midfield, but beyond Xhaka, Lucas Torreira is next in line with huge question marks over his future after an injury-plagued year. Joe Willock and Emil Smith-Rowe are then the next options, given Arteta has seemed unwilling to reintroduce Guendouzi and Ozil. Well, Willock struggled to make a major impact in his appearances last season, while Smith-Rowe is returning from a successful loan spell at Huddersfield with a point to prove. And let's talk about more stuff. Let's talk about someone special, and you saw the thumbnail, so you need to understand why and exactly I actually made that. So let's talk about Thomas Partey. Well, yes, let's talk about him. So the biggest question is, people actually love Thomas Partey, but do you know what he actually can bring from Atletico Madrid to Arsenal? Yes. In La Liga, Partey started 29 times, coming off the bench 6 times. Partey attempted 20 shots, with 8 of those on target, giving him 40% shooting accuracy. He has scored 3 goals but failed to register an assist, not known for his creative ability. But what Partey lacks in creativity, he makes up for it in other areas such as tackling, passing, dribbling or winning duels in the air. He also has high percentages in the key areas for a complete centre mid to have. He has a pass completion rate of almost 84%, averaging 47 passes per game. One stat is found to be staggering about Partey's dribbling ability. The Ghanaian has an impressive dribble success rate of 89%. Now that is slightly skewed because he only completes 2.2 dribbles per 90, an impressive stat nonetheless. Partey is the only midfielder in La Liga this season to play 500 plus minutes with a take-on success rate of 80% plus, pass accuracy of 80% plus, aerial duels won of 65 plus percentage, and a total duels won of 60 plus percentage. So this guy is unbelievable, man. You talk about aerial duels won, you talk about pass accuracy, you talk about take-on success, you talk about total duels won. He is the champ in La Liga. Let's look at the heat map below. You can actually see he covers a lot of ground from box to box, to flank to flank. The Ghanaian is also an excellent ball winner. He makes 2.49 successful tackles per 90 minutes and his dribble pass under 1.0 on average per 90 minutes. Thomas is considered to be a crucial cog in Atletico midfield, with the Ghanaian involved in every passing move, dropping deep, becoming a deep-lying midfielder who consistently receives the first pass from his centre-backs. With him being heavily involved in the build-up play, he is trusted with helping bring the side further up the pitch and consistently moves the ball forward. This is evident in the matrix below as well. So let's talk about Thomas Partey. Let's talk about Thomas Partey being a box-to-box midfielder. So yes, chances created. Let's talk about chances created. Thomas Partey has created 0.8 chances per 90. This puts Partey third in with Ceballos, who has created 1.5, and Torreira, who is slightly better with 0.9. And talking about Guendouzi, who has 0.7, and Xhaka closes out the list with 0.6 per 90. Passing accuracy, Ceballos tops the list with 88.9%. Partey, however, is bottom of the pile with 83.1%, lower than Torreira, Xhaka and Guendouzi. successful dribbles. The Ghanaian has an average of 2.2 successful dribbles per 90. Ceballos has next averaging 1.6 per 90. Torreira is 1.1. Guendouzi has 1.0. Interceptions, switching to the defensive side of Partey's stat. Partey's 1.6 interceptions per 90 is only bettered by Torreira with 2.0. Tackles, Partey averages 2.5 tackles per 90 minutes, is bettered only by Ceballos, who averages 2.7 per 90. Well, let's see. Arsenal are ready to trigger his release clause and have agreed personal terms on a 4-year deal, and let's see how things will turn out with Thomas Partey, because yes, let's talk about some more issues about Thomas Partey, because AFC Bell came up with this tweet. He said Thomas Partey will move to Arsenal this summer. This fact will not be changed by dozens of tweets from journalists from Italy, Spain or England claiming that the club will not pay the penalty clause. It is only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. So it's only a matter of time that Thomas Partey joins Arsenal, man. Yes, you gotta believe Arteta, you gotta believe Edu, you gotta believe and trust Kroenke's process. The process is looking bright. But let's talk about it. Mike McGrath has said that rival clubs had shown interest and there were conversations with Manchester United, but Arsenal remained in pole position to sign Gabriel. It is understood the player believes the Emirates Stadium and working under Mikel Arteta will be a good fit for his progression. Gabriel will travel to London on Monday to complete his move to Arsenal. Arsenal will pay £22.6 million up front and a further 4 million in add-ons for the defender. Well, Wolves and Newcastle are both keen on Arsenal defender Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who is set to leave the Gunners. The Gunners are committed to rebuilding under manager Mikel Arteta and have told Maitland-Niles they are willing to listen to offers for him. Well, no bids have been made yet, but it is understood a deal could be put together for an offer in the region of £20 million. Everton are also thought to be considering whether to make a move or not. So yes, everyone is interested. Even Everton has entered the fray for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Well, let's talk about it. The Times have said Gabriel has been offered a 5-year deal worth around £80,000 a week and has chosen Arsenal despite interest from Napoli. He underwent a medical in France last week, according to Times, but I won't believe it. Let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes. Second highest tackle success rate in Europe, 85%. First in final third passes in Ligue 1. First in Lille in dual success rate, tackle success rate, and passes and aerial success rate. L'Equipe, Ligue 1 team of the season. He made it. So I think the hype is real, man. The hype is real. Well, let's talk about it. Gabriel said for Arsenal, understand he could have got a bigger wage elsewhere, but Arteta and Edu as a pair convinced him Arsenal was right club for him, according to Simon Collins. So I would believe the whole situation around. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Andreas Johnson. Who is this? According to certain sources, yes, it is understood that Mikel Arteta is keen to make Brentford coach and set-piece specialist Andreas Johnson part of his backroom team. Now, I already mentioned it, and already it was there on the media that Mikel Arteta would want to add into his backroom staff, and he would want certain specialists to come in, and one of them is Brentford set-piece specialist Andreas Johnson. Now, who is this guy? Well, let's talk about it. This guy has a growing reputation and currently works at Brentford as their head of set pieces and individual development. Prior to that, he had been working at Malmo as an assistant coach. Well, set piece were an issue for Arsenal last season, and they have been in previous campaigns too, with the Gunners conceding a number of goals from them. Johnson's expertise in that department makes him an attractive option, and many clubs are now hiring specialist coaches. Liverpool, for example, have been working with throw-in expert Thomas Gronmark. And Arsenal and Arteta have recent history of hiring coaches from Brentford after appointing Inaki Kanya Pavon as their goalkeeping coach in December. And set-piece guru Johnson could be the latest to move to North London. So let's talk about Johnson, because he's the real deal, because their last record season is impressive. Conceded the fewest goals and only conceded one in injury time. So you can see Brentford, unbelievable, man. Towards injury time, they don't concede much. So closing out of the game, how to actually react to a set piece when opposition take the set piece, everything is definitely going to be considered by this guy. And let's talk about a brief history. Johnson, before joining Brentford, he actually worked for Malmo in 14 years for Malmo. So let's hear out what he actually said in 2019 before he was joining Brentford. Here's a piece of his earlier interview. He said, I have worked at Malmo for 14 years and had several positions at the club: head of youth scouting, head of methodology in the academy, under 17 head coach, and for the last 2 years assistant coach for the first team. I will finish the season with Malmo, but then I am really looking forward to join the team at Brentford in November and fighting for promotion to the Premier League over the coming years. Wow, I think this guy actually also Ankerson said something about Andreas as well. He said Andreas is an experienced coach who has helped Malmo to deliver impressive international results over the past few years. I am very pleased that he has accepted to join Brentford in a role that is proven to be the best. So yes, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So what you gotta do, you just have to subscribe and hit that bell icon, because when you do that, you get 2 videos about Arsenal every single day. Let's move on to the new target of this channel. Yes, the new target of this channel involves us to actually reach 20,000 subscribers. Yes, we are on a mission of reaching 20,000 subscribers now, because yes, the hunger is more. This channel has to grow and blow up. And yes, whoever actually missed the live, the good news about this channel is that we are going to get a PC. Hopefully by the end of this week, we're going to get the PC. We're going to start the pre-match live, a pre-match live, a post-match live, and definitely analysis of the game. And also we're going to talk about something special, and that is watch-alongs. Yes, there's going to be a watch along for the Community Shield game against Liverpool. Arsenal versus Liverpool Community Shield game will have a watch along involving this channel. So Indian Gooner is definitely about to blow up, man, in terms of content, and I hope you guys will definitely pour in the love that you've been pouring in since before. So let's reach up to 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible, man. Let this channel grow big, and let me get some sponsors as well. Just joking. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.